Howdy, mates. Good evening. How's everyone's weekend going so far? I hope it is splendid for all of you. Anyway, I'm on a mini little getaway after work today. I'm visiting a preserve that is protected by the one and only Nature Conservancy. For those of you not familiar with the Nature Conservancy, they are a international nonprofit that specializes in the protection of natural areas that have a special ecological significance, as it were. In this particular case, the significance of this preserve that we are at is the fact that here's a tributary belonging to the Cedar River. But much of what is seen here is its natural riparian habitat, as it is. And it's representing an untouched piece of Iowa, given that much of the state is developed in terms of agriculture. Now, particularly, we're standing in what is known as a floodplain. And you can tell, just recently, a prescribed burn happened here. It either, just from the looks of it, it probably occurred earlier this month. And it is remarkable to see how quickly growth comes back after. But this is also an area that is regularly covered by grazing cattle. You see, a major invasive plant that inhabits here is the reed cannery grass. And the cattle that is here, they play a crucial role in maintaining the balance between invasive plants and native plants. And so, if you ever run into them, it's usually best to just observe, stay friendly, but don't harass by any means. But another reason why this park is so special as it is has to do with the fact that there is the presence of swales and ridges. The difference between the two has to do with the elevation. So kind of where we are standing, we're in what is known as a bit of a swale or a floodplain. Such a region is subject to experiencing flooding or varying water levels. And typically, the soil that you'll stumble upon in a swale or floodplain is peat or muck soils. And oftentimes, the types of plants that you will see are a bit more flood tolerant, such as that of the cardinal flower, for example. But then, if you go a little further in that direction, you may notice that there is a little bit of a ridge there. If you look closely enough, you can tell there is a slight raise in the elevation. Well, in that case, you're looking at a ridge. And those ridges were formed by the former path of the Cedar River. So that very ridge, most of the soil composition includes sand. With that being the case, the type of flora that you'll find is going to vary. You're going to see a bit more dry tolerant plants, such as that of the world milkweed. That's just one example. But it's quite fascinating to think how comparing, say, a ridge to somewhere like in Florida, for example, you will find similar plants. Even though Iowa and Florida are in totally different parts of the country. And for that very reason, between the unique assemblage of plants within a close-knit area, and also the fact that the wildlife here that is a bit more rare can be found here, such as that of the Blanding's turtle, for example. And so just the mixture of the different types of ecosystems within a particular locale is what makes this park so special. And also for why we should care about it. Because much of the Midwest was composed of these types of communities. And then unfortunately, well, you know how the rest of the story goes. Anywho, I want to thank you all for watching. Have a stupendous Saturday. And of course, Journey on a Journey is once again onwards. Take care, folks. See ya.